The school year is coming to a close for North State students, and for the Paradise Unified School District, what a year it's been. Alan Marsden takes a look back, but more importantly, a look forward in this week's Our Future After the Fire.
Many consider it remarkable that the Paradise Unified School District still exists. And it might not, but for the valiant and some might say heroic efforts of a lot of people. Well, I spoke to the school superintendent who feels very strongly that the survival of the town of Paradise and the survival of the school district go hand in hand. It is the last week of school, and Ponderosa Elementary is a ghost town. Like every school in Paradise, all damaged or destroyed by the Camp Fire, it has been silent for 7 months. And at Paradise High School, the emptiness is very evident.
You can tell that there's been no one walking on any of the halls or anything. There's some weeds growing through.
Michelle John was once the principal here. Now she is the district superintendent.
It's been horrific. There's no word to describe what we've been through. There's no preparation.
After the fire, it took a month and some creativity and the generosity of surrounding school districts to get Paradise students back into the classroom, the ones who didn't simply vanish with their families. Bird Street School in Oroville became the home of students from Paradise Elementary. It probably goes without saying, this has been a school year like no other for veteran teacher Laura Taylor.
When we first got back together again in December, that was the happiest day. It was so good to see those kids streaming through the doors in the cafeteria. We didn't know how many would come back.
But only 1 in 4 did come back, and inevitably, the ensuing 6 months weren't filled entirely with joy.
Sad days are when a student comes to school and says, "This is my last day." Sad days are when they talk about their friends and they hope they're okay and they don't know where they are.
Now that the school year is coming to an end, and it's been a school year of disaster and tragedy and shock and grief, but also determination and hard work and generosity and kindness. Now that they're reaching the finish line, what about next school year? Because come fall, this will still be all that's left of Paradise Elementary School. But there is a plan in place.
The plan for fall is to bring the students, the TK through 6th grade students that had attended Ponderosa or Paradise Elementary, and put them together in Paradise Intermediate School.
Which means 7th and 8th graders will have to find a new home. They will take over a wing at Paradise High School, and Ridgeview High School will occupy the usable portion of Ponderosa Elementary. There's just enough space to pull all that off. But what about water? What about toxic soil and air?
We would not do this if it wasn't safe.
John says schools will have industrial-strength water purification systems. The ground at each location has been tested, and the air will be continually monitored. But with enrollment expected to be down 65%, how will they pay for all that? And all the widespread busing, and the salaries, everything.
We lost 17 vehicles, we lost our food service, we lost our transportation department.
Thankfully, quick action by North State lawmakers pushed through legislation to maintain the school district's pre-Camp Fire funding for the next 2 school years.
If we didn't have that, we would shut our doors. That's what it means. We would not be able to operate.
This is not part of the training.
No, it's not. It's not part of the training. But I tell you, you ask yourself every decision you make, what's best for kids, what's best for staff, what's best for families.
And John says administrators and board members and teachers and staff feel very keenly the critical importance of saving the Paradise Unified School District.
If we don't have kids and families, Paradise will not be able to be rebuilt.
Paradise will rebuild. Our school district will be there. We're not going anywhere. We are committed to getting our families through this, and we will.
Well, as for rebuilding Paradise Elementary, which was built originally in 1937, it will be rebuilt only if and when there is a need. All the schools were insured. Now, if the student population does not bounce back before the extra 2 years of funding expires, staffing cuts will have to be made. Besides the drastic drop in the number of students, the district lost about 80 of its 200 teachers and 5 administrators.
Our future after the fire is proudly supported by Tri-Counties Bank. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.